look.
Listen.
Taylor. No, yes, Taylor.
Yes.
Taylor is here.
No.
Taylor is here.
Geese isn't here.
Geese is not here. Taylor is here. And Michael. Welcome to episode 177 of the Look, Listen Cast. Today we are going to discuss Pokemon Horizons, episode 120. You'll never guess what happens this week.
Who knows?
I know.
I do too.
Taylor, I'm sorry. It's time to go to our first segment of the week. It is, of course, called Whatcha Been Geesin? Peep of the Week. Taylor?
Peeping in on Geese.
I've done it. Well, we can't peep on Geese because she's on a plane. Big surprise!
Whoa, a goose in the air.
Oh, every single other week she's in the skies. Taylor, I did it. I got the platinum trophy in Ghost of Yotei.
Did you?
What a fun game. Do I ever recommend it? You know what's kind of sad? Or not sad. That's the wrong adjective or word or whatever. It's one of the platinums where you don't have to do everything. It's kind of annoying to me because there's so many little other things they could have added a trophy for, like get all the Ainu items. But they didn't. It's just get all the Sumi A paintings and get all of the puzzle box, solve all the puzzle boxes and, you know, do the normal stuff like do all the camps and stuff. But you don't even, I'm still missing an altar of reflection and they gave me the platinum. So
that's interesting.
That is interesting. I'm not crazy.
I kind of like that though. I think if you go a bit above and beyond, but then again, I don't know. After our conversation a couple weeks ago, I'm just staring at my level 400 trophy level thinking this is so meaningless.
Yeah, it is. But it's still fun to pop them. Still fun to get platinum. So yeah, everybody play Ghost of Yotei. Great game. Wonderful game. Should have won some more awards, honestly, at the Game Awards. Which, unfortunately, we don't have time to discuss the Game Awards. I'm sorry.
Oh, no.
We can save it till next week. Whatever.
Okay.
Well, all right. Okay, also, still watching Pluribus. It's still very good. The thing is, because it's not a network television, it's on Apple TV, I feel like Vince Gilligan, not that he's writing all these episodes, but the last few episodes have been way more slow burn, kind of Twin Peaks The Return style. And I feel bad for saying this. I feel kind of uncultured. But I'm so interested in the plot of this show and getting more details that when I can see that they're really going to take their time. So literally maybe two things happened in the last episode, right? I mean, I loved the most recent episode I watched, but the ending was fantastic. But literally, it's just so slow and methodical and watching two characters do something. And maybe on paper, that's good writing and that's atmospheric and that's good. But I just want more. It'd be one thing if I could binge the whole thing. But because I know I have to wait another week, getting so little happening is like devastating.
Did you like the episode The Fly when it aired?
No, Taylor, we've had this exact conversation on the air, off the air a million times. The Fly is so weird because if you say you don't like The Fly, people call you dumb. If you say you like The Fly, you're just trying to be somebody. You're trying to sound like an intellectual. The Fly was my least favorite episode of Breaking Bad, but I guess that is a dumb person's opinion.
I don't know, because I like it conceptually, but I like a lot of these things conceptually. Like a good slow burn, I like conceptually, but that's because when I'm thinking about it, I'm thinking, well, The Wire was impossibly slow because it was very realistic, and I like that.
Oh,
but
I didn't know because I binged all of The Wire. There was never a chance for me to go, I have to wait till next week. So
on a rewatch, I did that.
Oh, I see. Well, Pluribus still great. I still recommend it to everyone. Speaking of slow burn versus no slow burn, I have finally started watching the final season of Stranger Things because the dates have finally aligned where I can buy 1 month, cancel a month, and still have time to watch every episode within 1 month after I visit family for Christmas. So we're going to do it. Dog. And these all came out immediately, or not. That's not true at all. There's I think 4 episodes, and then there's another one on Christmas and another one on New Year's. I've only seen the first episode so far, but it is good. It's not perfect, but it's fun and it's unique and it's interesting. So I'm pretty excited to finish up this whole.
I like a unique,
it's good.
Opener. Should Guncan and I be watching seasons 1 through 4 or anything, or does it kind of No, we already have. Should we rewatch?
You don't need to rewatch. No.
Okay, all right. I hope it gives us a little bit of hand holding to just say, "Hey, you remember?
Yeah,
you remember Deb?
Yeah, you don't need to remember. It's fine. You'll do it just fine." Taylor, do you have any Geese of the Week? What you been peeping this week? Week?
Yes, I finally managed to get past where I used to be in Ghost of Tsushima. I got to Act 3. And this game, I'm going to talk to you a little about Final Fantasy 15, the launch edition. This game is doing something that I love when open world games do, and that's funnel you into a inflexible storytelling path. And people hated it in Final Fantasy 15 when it happened. There was a big part with a train, and then pretty much after that, you're like, oh, well, I guess there's just no more open world anymore, because it makes so much sense for the story. And they do that a little bit in Ghost of Tsushima, where it just doesn't make sense for you to be like, all right, let's go cut down some bamboo. It's really cool. Very sick moments. I am starting to... I wish it was even more restricted, honestly. Like, I wish it just pushed you through to the end of the game instead of giving you a lot more freedom in Act 3. But it's very sick. Like, the big plot point that it tears a rift between two characters in a very significant way, and the main character with a lot of people, I thought was very forced and arbitrary, and it didn't resonate me in a way where I was like, but he had to. But that's just one of the bad parts about games, is that if you want a character to be forced into a situation that you've been routinely having the player execute with ease, it's not going to work. You need to make it to where there is an insurmountable challenge that the player cannot complete. So narratively, you have to do something. And that just didn't really happen here. But I'm excited to finish the game, finally.
Yep, great stuff. It is now time for the dinkiest Poké-news of the week. Full disclosure, we have to record more often to get ready for the holidays, so that means you are getting by far the oldest news, worst Poké-news of the week of all time. That's right, Taylor. Cerebean.net reports that the Pokemon Go Community Day Classic on January 4th will focus on Piplup. That's right, Peep-a-Loop, from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. local time. And that concludes Poké-news of the week.
I have been so removed from Pokemon Go still. Okay, I just couldn't do it. The Eternamax, or Eternatus. There we go. Day killed it for me. Killed the whole game.
I had so much fun with it. Okay,
I had such bad RNG, and I was we were traveling later that day. We were going to Montana or Turkey or California or something, and I was sitting there herding all of these people in the community together because 2 of the community leaders left, and someone was like, well, somebody's got to do it. And I just start shouting, and I said, we're going here. And I have this big old Pied Piper situation. It was real sick. I didn't get a single shiny that I wanted. Still don't have a shiny Ghastly at all. Didn't get a good... My Eternatus IVs were abysmal. And I was just sitting there, and I was like, why am I doing this? I'm going to go play a rewarding single-player game.
My Eternatus experience was great. We had just hundreds of people all fighting. It is now time to discuss an episode of Pokemon. Taylor, please, in English, tell us what happened last time on Pokes.
Previously on Pokemon. The gang are leaving Blueberry Academy. So did Crocolore. His memory stays behind there. Skeledirge goes along.
Wow. Taylor, can you please tell us the name of this week's episode in English, episode 120?
Dot and Penny, a top secret operation.
Or in Japanese, Doto and Botan, secret mission. I mean, I guess technically it's Secreto Mission, but I mean, that's an English word, Taylor.
They keep calling her Botan, and it's really messing with me because that's a Yu Yu Hakusho character.
I'm sorry, the Japanese people have names, just like, you know how there's more than one person named John? There's more than 2 Botans.
No. The only one is John. John Adams, probably present for the Federalist paper signing or something.
Taylor, will you please give me a 1-sentence synopsis on this exciting episode of Pokemon? I can't believe Geese missed it.
Pokemon goes the Black Widow movie route.
Oh, yeah?
Yep. We'll see. Well, spoiler alert, I had high hopes for the Black Widow movie, excited about a cool espionage thriller, and it just turned into another action movie.
No, this movie's great. I mean, this episode's great. We open, Taylor, with a glimpse of adults. I'm at a loss for words. I'm so excited. Are they going to talk right in the beginning in the scene, Taylor? Are they going to give us...
Not very good for a podcast to be lost for words.
They don't talk, Taylor. They don't say anything. And at this point, I'm darn convinced that they don't work for Pokemon anymore, and they're not allowed to speak.
The sound in this episode was very strange.
No, it's
like it seemed like a lot of the sound effects were a little off. It seemed like the music was disjointed a lot of the time.
What?
It was a weird experience.
I think that's just the construction you were listening to while you watched the episode, because it was great.
Oh,
okay. Here's the thing. Dot tells all the Rising Voltacklers that she's doing a secret mission alone with Penny, much to the chagrin and protestation of the others. Everybody wants to join on the secret mission, Taylor. Alt, he wants to battle. They're all upset, Taylor. Well, they can't come. I'm sorry. You guys got to stay here. We got to stay undercover. We can't get our cover blown. It's just got to be us, the two girls, the two hacker girls.
Taylor, with the double hair colors.
Double hair colors. Taylor, we got to cut to an outdoor table outside in front of the Exceed Museum, and we got our disguises on. We got Dot in a full Sweet Lolita getup. We got Penny looking like a British gangster from the 1960s with a ridiculous hat on.
I was, I know this is supposed to be a real funny reveal, but the humor in this episode just seems really off to me. I wish they had built this up a little bit more, with Dot complaining and just showing Penny's disguise, and Penny just saying, "What do you mean? We have to be in disguise," and then Dot later saying, "But this is excessive," or something.
No. Look, if she's not in a full Lolita outfit, they're going to recognize her immediately.
I was also cracking up at Penny's justification for the outfit, saying, well, no, they know who you are. You have to be in full getup.
Yeah, exactly.
And Dot's face is more visible than it's been for the entire show.
Anyway, all their Pokemon are eating delicious food, but then, oh my goodness gracious, what does Gimmighoul spill all over the ground, Taylor?
Coins.
These beautiful, beautiful coins, and he was just trying to get a berry. Luckily, every single Pokemon and human starts helping out, picking up the coins. And
of course,
Penny, the Rain Man genius, says, my God, that's a lot of coins. I'd say that's darn near over 900. I'd say perhaps close to 1,000. And you know what happens when you get 1,000 Gimmighoul coins, Taylor? I know. I bet you know.
Of course I do. Geese definitely knows. That's a bit of a doomsday timer for her.
Yeah, I think, I don't know what might happen this episode. Actually, spoilers, I was surprised. Okay, Gimmighoul.
I wasn't. I figured that they centered on it so many times.
No, but I'm just saying this episode. All right, Gimmighoul starts screaming because he's missing a coin. Luckily, Penny Sylveon spots it under the table. All right, enough of that. We gotta start the mission. Time for a theme song. We're back from the theme song. Oh my goodness, the museum is going to close in 30 minutes. They better hurry. Oh, never mind, Taylor. This was all part of the plan. They're going to.
This really got me thinking about the world of Pokemon. There are so many ways of sneaking into places. So many ways that you can get like a Kecleon or a Elgyem or something. Just getting past security systems, going inside, letting the trainers in.
I'll say, yeah, there's a million ways. Yeah, it really, if you think about it for 5 seconds, it's going to fall apart. There's too many powerful. I mean, literally, there's Pokemon that could go back in time. So just do that and become a trillionaire, right? Just do whatever you want.
Yeah, okay. Own the museum. Exactly. If I had $1 trillion, I'd own a museum or two.
That's correct, Taylor. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to hide out until the building closes. And then what we're going to do is we're going to access the super secret server room on the off-limits 6th floor after hours. And
I thought it was the 5th floor. Or is that just a place for hiding?
No, we got 5th floor is great for hiding. 6th floor, secret server room. Taylor, I don't know what you're talking about because this episode is so much fun. And the music's great. And we're having a big 90s sci-fi kids spy thriller adventure.
It's fine, but somehow they managed to cram in so many battles. And it bummed me out. I wanted this episode I should be talking about this later. I wanted the conflicts in this episode to just center around Pokemon trying to sneak around each other.
No.
I thought that would be really sick.
The majority of the battles this episode, I think, are sick. I think the animation's real sick. Jolteon, you kidding me? Okay.
I agree. Gimmighoul looks fantastic in this episode.
Okay. Here's the deal. You got to follow along here because this is a complicated. So basically, on the odd-numbered floors of the museum, because who hasn't gone to a 6th floor museum? On the odd numbered floors, you got to dodge the CCTV, the security cameras. On the even number floors, you got to dodge the guard Pokemon who are going to, I guess, kill you or arrest you with handcuffs. I don't know. Immediately, we get Penny on the 5th floor just hacking away, sending doctored images to the security station. My God, we got Taylor. We never thought we'd see our favorite characters again, but here they are in the security control room. It's your 2 favorite characters. That's right, Taylor. What are their names?
First of all, we all know their names, so I'm not even going to waste my time or anybody's time talking about it. But what on earth are they doing here?
Oh, they're explorers, so they got to make sure everything's good in the Exceed Museum. Well, it makes sense because this is the biggest server farm in all of Exceed.
But shouldn't they be on business trips escorting a Scotchy guy?
A Scotchy. That happened once. No, Taylor, you're completely misunderstanding their job. Right now, the most important thing is watching over the server farm.
Of course, right.
When they were delivering strong spheres, they'd have to go.
Attached to the museum.
Listen, I think their names are Rubella and Indy or something like that. Let's go with Rubella and Indy or Rubel and Indy. Anyway, doesn't matter. Dot and Penny, they're disabling cameras, going to the 6th floor. They encounter the guard Pokemon. There's a Growlithe, a Mienfoo, and a Luxio. Yeah, Taylor, we're gonna get into a battle. I'm sorry. Okay, that's right, Taylor. It's time to get into a battle. Quaxwell, Aqua Cutter, Disarming Voice, Sylveon, Brutal Swing, Tinkaton. Oh my God, all of the guard Pokemon are knocked out. Unfortunately, an alert goes off in the control room, Taylor, because the Pokemon are not moving around. And this made me laugh because I just started thinking about what if Growlithe has to use the bathroom? Does he just wait? Does he get put on a leash at a certain time?
No, there's got to be a room for him.
Just a little toilet, a Growlithe toilet.
Right. Do Pokemon go to the bathroom?
Well, clearly they're looking at him so hard. Yeah, there's Pokedex entries about like Pokemon droppings, but clearly they're looking at the guard so hard on the camera. I mean, so they're going to know when they need to go to the bathroom, I guess.
That they take themselves. There's a little doggy door somewhere.
Yeah, a little dog. Anyway, out of nowhere, Gimmighoul pops himself out of his Pokeball, and he needs some more coins. So that's what's got to happen right now. No time, Gimmighoul. We can't be looking for coins. Look, the server room door, okay? It's right there. We got 2 minutes, okay, until Cervantes remotely unlocks it.
I can't believe his name is Cervantes.
No, that's fine. Amenthio's dead. Okay, Cervantes unlocked the door. Quick, run through. We got to get in. Now, here's the problem, Taylor. The second you remotely unlock an elevator to the secret control or the secret server farm, that's going to send, of course, as we all are aware, that's going to send a secret building alert. And so now everybody's on alert for suspicious activity.
Kind of, you would think Cervantes would be able to disable.
Yeah, you would hope. Nah, he's remote. What are you gonna do? And okay, we're gonna go and we're gonna take care of these server farms and get all the data. Unfortunately, there's a little Pokemon that's hopping away from everybody. That's right, Taylor. It's Gimmighoul. He's jumping back on the elevator. He's going back down. He needs his coin. So
Gimmighoul is very well represented in this episode.
He's a good Pokemon. I was screaming, Gimmighoul, no. Top of my lungs. Gimmighoul!
I thought you were going to say, I was just yelling out, Gimmighoul.
Give me. Oh, God. My God, Taylor, look at all these servers. Too many, you ask me. But doesn't matter because Dot and Penny, they're the hacker girls supreme. And
what are they using a server farm for?
To hold all the data for the Laqua.
Okay. All right. Sure.
All right, Penny's going to get to work trying to crack these passwords, and Dot, quote-unquote, run support, whatever that means, whatever that entails.
Not filming anything is her job.
They then show Rubella and Indy going up an escalator.
I don't know what she's doing there either. I guess she can just teleport everywhere, though?
Are you talking? That's Chelsea you're talking
Sorry, wrong character.
Rubella and Indy see the knocked out guards, Pokemons, the guard Pokemon.
Wait, his name's Indy?
Yeah, Indiana Jones and Rubella.
Okay, so Rebella is very close to round. So can we call him Indian short round?
No, because we're waiting for their English names.
It's going to be Indiana in short round.
Please write in looklistencast@gmail.com. Do we already know their English names, these two guys?
No way.
Rubicon and Indigo. Anyway.
The indigent.
Anyway, Penny breaks through the lock of the passwords. And Gimmighoul, by the way, in the midst of all this, just losing it over some ancient coins on display in the museum.
So adorable.
Immediately, Rubella and Indy find him and give him the business. And at this point, I thought, well, actually, Gimmighoul may be causing mischief, but this may actually work out for our heroes if he is actually he can behave as a decoy, as a sort of
exactly,
as a sort of a distraction while they're getting all the information.
Which
it can just look it just looks like Gimmighoul snuck in for some coins.
It's the perfect crime. It's the perfect cover. He's done it before. And spoiler alert, he may do it again.
Exactly. Penny and Dot now download all the data. It's at this point they realize, where is Gimmighoul? Gimmighoul, Doko desu ka, Taylor? Doko desu ka.
I had no idea at this point. It's some exhibit. I was imagining him behind an exhibit. What would happen if Gimmighoul got into a bank?
Oh, my God. Well, we can't find Gimmighoul up here, so let's run back down the floor and look. There's Gimmighoul. Oh, my God. It's also Indigo, Indy, and Rubella. And I kind of like this scene where they're like, explorers, rising voltaclers, run for it.
I wish they leaned into it a little bit more. Like, those darn explorers.
Stomping their feet. And now, Taylor, we get everybody's favorite character, Chelsea, teleporting in with her Xatu.
Why? I don't know. I guess she can teleport wherever she wants.
Yeah, with Xatu. And at this point, I think the rising voltaclers are done for. We get a commercial break. We're back from the commercial break immediately. Gimmighoul's just freaking out. Gimmighoul's freaking out. Chelsea says, how do you even know what's in that server farm? Who told you? And then she says, actually, I think I know exactly who told you. It was probably the one traitor man, Emethio's father, I would imagine. That's what I... Go, Metacham! Also, Indigo and Ruby, why don't you throw out some Pokemon such as Scolipede and Drapion? And Taylor?
I was very excited to see both of those. I have a 100% Scolipede and a 100% Drapion.
Shouts out. But, yeah, look, I'm going to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Fun episode. Enjoyed it. Cool, laughs, fun. Actually, the end of this episode is incredible. When we did 3 to 7 battles in a row, I was thinking, okay.
It was just so many. This is what I mean about the Black Widow treatment, where I'm sitting there and I'm like, man, you didn't use Gimmighoul to create a diversion. You didn't use Quaxwell to also create a diversion somewhere or sneak you guys around. You couldn't use Umbreon creating some kind of cloak or Espeon moving some stuff in the distance. And you could have been playing like a fun little Fox and the Hound situation.
Could have been sick, but no, we got a battle. Go, Jolteon! Oh my God, who could have seen this coming, Taylor? The explorers are going to strong sphere their Pokemon.
I just keep thinking about sitting in that theater watching the Black Widow movie, thinking, yes, Natasha Romanoff, famous for stealing identities and covert operations. Why wouldn't she be blowing up an aircraft carrier?
Oh, I finally get your metaphor. Okay. Perhaps these strong spheres, they might even be super strong spheres. I don't know. Who's to say?
Yeah, who knows? They don't really have any plot relevance anymore, so yeah.
Take those poison attacks, Tinkaton. Now, you may be thinking to yourself, poison attacks, but fairies are weak to poison. Not so fast. Tinkaton, also steel type. Steel type, 0 times damage against poison. So you take 2 times 0, Taylor. What'd you get?
Oh, it's times 0? I was using Pokemon Go logic and thinking it was just it evened out to be 1 times.
No, it's times 0.
That's sick.
If Geese Peep were here and I asked her to do 0 times 2, she'd lose her mind. She'd start crying. Air Cutter.
Just do 2 times 0 and it'll make more sense.
Yep. Air Cutter, Quaxwell, Nightshade, Moonblast, Thunderfang. Oh my God, Jolteon's so fast. Such sick battle animation we're getting. And Chelsea at this point is really cracking me up because she says, so you want to use type matchups to your advantage, do you?
I was losing it.
Like, that's what all trainers should be doing. Why acting like you'd have to be the smartest trainer alive to use a type matchup?
The thing is, they don't even matter half the time in the show.
Wow. Here's something somebody notices, probably one of the girls. She says, my God, Chelsea didn't strong sphere Xatu. There must be some secret plan related to her not strong sphering Xatu.
I thought it was just because she needed to be able to teleport reliably.
Yeah, and strong sphere Pokemon like to just battle, I guess, and not teleport.
Yeah, they just go berserk.
But now the big plan comes to fruition. Xatu kidnapped Gimmighoul. He's screaming. Other Pokemon, specifically Quaxwell and Tinkaton, go save Gimmighoul. My God, she keeps teleporting away. How inconvenient. Taylor, it looks like Dot fell directly into Chelsea's trap.
It's unavoidable.
I said Lacey. Chelsea puts down the fire shutters. So now Dot and Penny are separated. Ha 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 ha. No more ideal type matchups for you, Dot.
So weird.
I love this scene.
I just don't know why Chelsea wouldn't immediately teleport out of there, do a 3-on-1 versus Penny, and then open the shutters and attack Liko.
Liko, yeah, get Liko in there for some reason.
Sorry, it's because it started out with, my name's Dot, and I'm a Rising Volt tackler. So my brain is just like, oh yeah, of course it's Liko.
You don't have to feel bad. For the first, I'd say 37 episodes, kept calling Liko Dot and Dot Liko. It happens. Because honestly, Liko looks like a Dot. Like, looks like her name should be Dot. Anyway.
And Dot should be hanging out with Roy more.
Sure. Here's the thing. Gimmighoul, hysterical in this scene. He's losing his mind. He's so scared. Dot just yelling, Gimmighoul, it's not your fault. You've something to live for.
So funny.
And immediately the director of the episode says, you know what we need right now? We need Toby Fox. We need Conductor San in here immediately. And we need some sick music. And the music is so sick, it almost distracts me from the fact that we get another battle with the exact same moves.
Nothing distracted me from that.
Are not that interesting. Though, Tinkaton is doing a big charge, so that's a little different, I guess. Big charge.
Yeah, use a massive brutal swing.
Yep. So then Xatu teleports in and hits Tinkaton with an aerial ace, Quaxwell, liquidation.
Sure.
Oh, sure. Xatu! Oh, no!
Oh, God, no, it teleported.
Well, actually, a little sick, if we're being honest. Because Quaxwell, of course, goes for a big liquidation. Xatu teleports away at last second. So, of course, as you could imagine, Quaxwell kicks Tinkaton in the face. So that's not ideal for anybody other than Chelsea. Okay, now then, as the battle continues, we get a sick exchange, Taylor, don't lie.
Sure.
Where we get brutal swing into Gigaton Hammer, but my God, Xatu uses Power Swap. Now, at this point, I'm thinking, what? I don't really get the plot point because if you look at Xatu and Tinkaton's stats, they're pretty similar. Because at first I was thinking, Xatu must have no attack stat at all, and Tinkaton has a bunch of attacks, so they're just swapping. But no, they're pretty similar. The only thing I can imagine they're doing is they're saying that now Xatu gets the big charge boost that Tinkaton was doing to herself.
I get. I don't even know if it's that deep. I think it seems totally arbitrary.
Anyway, Quaxwell and Tinkaton are in big trouble. That's all I got to say. They're hit by big giant attacks. Gimmighoul's crying, but he steps in to be a hero, and he takes a big psychic attack from Medicham because he's ghost type, so that didn't hurt him very much.
I was thinking about this a lot. Gimmighoul, like, I understand the intrinsic selfishness of his role in the world, right? Hypnotizing people.
Gimmighoul. Yeah.
Hypnotizing people to collect coins and everything. Sure. Is that kind of a one-sided exchange? Yes. But this Gimmighoul throws himself on the line time after time for everybody else. Puts his own desires on the back burner. Do you remember him throwing himself in harm's way so Tinkaton could have enough time? Come on. This is a great Gimmighoul.
He's always protecting Tinka. Tinka, whoever it is. Tinka.
More
Tink,
like
Tinka.
give me goat for greatest of all time.
Yeah. Thank you for I don't think any of the kids know what goat means, but thank you for clarifying.
Good.
Chelsea then says, Xatu, steal that girl's phone. I'm going to take my data back. And at this point, Gimme Ghoul sees a coin on the ground. Very exciting. Maybe I should go grab that coin. But now, Taylor, we think to ourselves, the audience, especially when they make it very clear, and I think Gimme Ghoul glows. Taylor, could this coin on the ground truly be the 1,000th coin?
I'm just cracking up so much that it gave a little evolution precursor. I guess Crocolore just did that, though.
Yeah.
Gave a little like, hey, everybody, 5 minutes.
Yeah, we're about to evolve. Don't worry. Oh, my God. I think Dot realizes this, too. She says, Gimme Ghoul, use Astonish quickly. And then, Taylor, I don't care what low score you plan on giving this. You've got to give flowers to this scene. Where Dot does the wildest anime run coin grab flick right into Gimme Ghoul's chest of coins.
I was laughing so hard that she didn't even throw it. She flicked it with her thumb. Yeah, but that's not how you give somebody something from far away.
If it's a coin, you do.
I guess.
Oh my God, I had no idea this was going to happen today.
Neither did I.
Evolves into Goldango, my boy. He's so strong, Taylor. Goldango has such a good ability, good as gold. He can't be affected by any status moves. He's flying around. He's so sick.
His evolution was actually incredibly sick, too. The way the coins stacked on top of each other, and he had his full-on transformation.
Oh my God.
This is a much more detailed evolution than all the other ones, I think.
Oh, and he immediately quick surfs over to Chelsea and grabs Dot's phone back.
Sick.
He says, hop onto my flying surfboard, Dot. And then Xatu and Metacham teleport to stop their escape. But it's no use. Goldango, use the move. Make it rain. And we get such a sick series of events all in a row. He uses Make It Rain, does a huge dent in the shutter, then just blasts through it with his surfboard, and they see Penny. And luckily, Penny won her battle, so that's good to know.
That was so funny. Now, okay. That's adding points. Dot coming over with a brand new Goldango, brand new evolution, saying, oh, you won? And Penny just sitting there with looking so sick, holding a Pokeball nonchalantly in each hand. Was very sick, and her saying, oh, give me gold change. That was funny.
Yeah, Penny's a very good trainer. I don't know what Dot's talking about. She's very powerful. Okay, Penny, let's get out of here. Let's make like a banana and split. So she grabs Penny. They both jump on the golden surfboard. And
I thought it was make like a banana and leave.
Yeah, banana leave. Singaporean market.
My head's too taken over by consumption.
It's make like a tree and leave. Or make like the sharpest knife on the Christmas tree.
And cut out. What is that one? I haven't heard that one.
Goldango! Fly towards that window. We're going to make it rain again, and we're going to get such a sick moment of Goldango blasting through the window of the Exceed Museum, and we get this shot of Goldango, Dot, Penny, all the rest with
Penny's face is so good in this scene too,
and we get the beautiful moon as a backdrop as they fly. And did you see the way Goldango landed? He's just such a pro at surfing already. He does his like coin blaster to land softly. Oh my!
So the only thing I'm worried about with this evolution is that they're going to give him the Kilowattrel treatment, where there's a hyper sick, hyper mobile, hyper useful Pokemon that gets into the party and is just going to be like, we'll see it once every 30 episodes.
I hope Goldango saves the day every day. Okay, well, we did it.
Goldango's going to love Dolphin Man. What's his name? Mighty G. Remember?
Palafin is the name of the Pokemon. That's who.
Yeah, but Mighty G goes surfing.
Yeah.
Goldango goes surfing.
Mm-hmm. Wow, guys, we did it. And then we see a shot of Chelsea saying, "Humph, no matter. That data won't get them anywhere anyhow."
Oh, okay, they did get data. There were so many battles that I forgot. They got the data, and I thought they just broke in, stole some coins, and left.
No, they got the data, though it's kind of glossed over. Okay, now Dot and Penny have a little talk. Penny says, "All right, I'm going to go back to school." And Dot says, "All right, I'm going to go back to the Rising Tacklers, the Brave Olivine." We cut back to the Olivine. Goldango already just having the time of his life, talking to all the Pokemon, telling them all about the big adventure he was on. He loves being Goldango.
This is another Pokemon where the voice acting, I think, is going to take a couple episodes for me to get used to.
Who, Goldango?
Because he sounds very much like a chicken.
Nah, he's funny.
Like a rooster. But it goes with his character.
He's strange.
I'm glad they didn't do the stereotypical Californian voice for him.
Well, Japanese people aren't going to know what that is. But I found Ult hysterical in this scene. He was just losing it, going, "Oh, did you have a battle too? Oh, I wish I could have been there to battle. God, please."
The only thing that was wrong with that was he said, if Penny said, "No, we didn't have one battle," and Ult goes, "You had more than one?"
Yeah, that would have been good. Script supervisor Taylor, executive producer, always spicing up the script. And this real standout of this episode, I've been talking about how sick Goldango is. The real standout, we get 2 lines of dialogue from Murdoch and Oreos. So
all saying, "Hey guys, we need money, and we only get it if we record voice."
Yep. Okay. Well, that's all that. Let's cut to, I don't know, the next day or something. We get a scene of Dot looking at all the data she got and like, "Oh, wow, look, we see there's a Laquium core here and we got all this information." And then, Taylor, we get a little message, a little radio message. Who's it from, Taylor, I wonder?
I don't know.
I do. It's Fritos, and he's coming back from space.
Such a weird...
To be continued.
Such a weird thing to... It's fine.
They're trying to do a sick setup for a cool
but
cliffhanger.
They should have done it in... Was this part of the data that they recovered?
Who?
This transmission?
No.
That's what I wanted it to be. I wanted it to be, instead of just like, "Oh, I guess Fritos wants to talk to us now because he can," I wish it had been like giving a little bit more negativity towards the explorers, where they've been withholding the fact that Fritos is alive, and they've been hunting Fritos at the same time the kids have been.
Well, no, we've had episodes before where we're aware that Fritos is alive and he's safe and he's going to come back. But they pull the same little joke they do where Frito says, "Wait, did I not tell you guys where I was? Yeah, I've been in space, but I'm coming back now."
I just wish it would have been the explorers being more malicious.
I'm sorry, Taylor. It's not the case. I thought it would have been
so sick. It would be so sick if they were trying to catch up to Fritos. Fritos was trying to get back to the kids. Kids are trying to get up data from the explorers, like this little circular chase. Come on, so sick.
Come on. All right, episode's over. To be continued. I thought that was sick that he's in space. Maybe he was playing with Rayquaza or Deoxys up there. And Rayquaza, they both love the ozone. Okay.
Yeah.
Time for Mega of the Week. This time it's Salamence. And boy, my boy Salamence, so sick. My God, his crescent moon sharp wings flying so fast, cutting rocks.
Very
Neato thing, just waving her flag because he's racing, and then a little bag on, super impressed. Fun trivia about Salamence, Mega Salamence. Like an official Nintendo account showed a picture of Mega Salamence and said, "Look at the new Pokemon, Roaring Moon." It was Mega Salamence. Okay. That concludes the episode.
Paradox Pokemon.
Yeah. Okay. I had a ton of fun with this episode. Ooh, what am I going to give it a score? Taylor, tell me what you felt, and I'm going to need to hear your score this time first. Because
all right.
I gave last week a 9. Ah, shucks, I don't know my score. Let me hear what you have to say. And a score. I know you hate giving score, but you got it.
Well, no, I just have to talk through it because I did like this episode. There were a lot of fun moments. I love Gimmighoul episodes. Gimmighoul episodes in this anime, at least, are fantastic. They're all so sick. I like how selfless he is. I like how they've been doing his coin fetching mechanic in a very palatable way. I thought it would be much more annoying.
Well, we were annoyed in the beginning, but then they hit the brakes a little. They cooled.
Yeah, exactly. So that restraint and that not going too far into it where it's like, oh, hang on now. Doc cares about Gimme Ghoul cares about everybody else. The battles definitely take away from this episode. I didn't think there needed to be that many, and I didn't think that needed to be the fixture of it. There's so much they could have done with sneaking. So many Pokemon that can create shadows or smoke or clones or invisibility or something.
Well, is it fair to say you didn't like it because you wish they'd made a different decision artistically? Like you wanted the plot points to be different?
I'm sure.
Well, yeah. Sure. Because it was this top secret sneak mission, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, at the end of the day, it's just an opinion, right? Like,
no opinions.
This could be somebody's favorite episode. And it's not like I dislike the episode. I think it just got the specifics about this episode, I think, got lost in the fights. So I'm going to give it... I'm going to give it a solid 8.3.
Wow.
I actually
like it better than last week.
I did. I like this... I would say I liked the concept more. I liked that they were actually taking some concrete steps towards investigating the explorers, doing some research to further their goals instead of just getting sidetracked by something. It was a cool evolution. I like that Gimme Ghoul found its 100 or 1000th coin in a museum. I thought that was very sick. The battles were not good. I was not into the battles.
No, it was too many, but there were cool moments in the battles. The Jolteon was super sick.
Yeah, I agree.
So, like the animation and the Thunderfang.
It's just a numbers game at that point. If you're just flooding an episode with battles, some of them are bound to be good.
I had a fun time. I mean, God.
Yeah.
It's the problem. The problem
Music's
is I gave
good.
last
Faces
week,
are good.
The problem is I gave last week a 9. So I don't know where to go from last week.
What was it? I mean, what was it that gave you such a high score last week?
Last week, it literally had everything. There were laughs, there were cute moments, there were sick moments. The evolution was super sick. The flame bird was super sick.
Yeah.
But I love Goldango's my boy. Like, honestly, Goldango's trying to make this a 10. But it can't be a 10. That's goofball. Because there are too many battles. Ooh, and we actually got adults speaking, which is great. Ult made me laugh.
Yeah, they're on the call sheet. Oop.
Okay. You know what? This has to be like between a 9.2 and a 9.4. I don't have too many. The only complaints I have are too many battles. Wish there was something slightly more interesting. Because I thought the cliffhanger was sick. The Fritos is in space and he's coming back. Honestly.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's fine. It was a little weird and outlandish, though.
Okay,
him being in space is almost a joke to me.
I guess I'm excited to see Fritos. That's all I got to say. Okay,
me too.
So I'm going to give it super high, but I have to take away some points for a little bit boring battle. But that's the only problem I had with that episode. Other than that, I enjoyed it a lot. So maybe a 9.4 for me.
Okay, I can see that. I don't like that the espionage mission had more fights than any episode in Blueberry Academy, which is a battle school.
Yeah, well, time for the wrap up. Taylor, it's Look, Listen, Cast on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and YouTube. Please like and comment a comment.
Or a like.
You know what? Subscribe, honestly. If when you do that, more people can see it. And here's the thing. Because we're not big famous people from some big famous website, the only way more people will see us is if you leave a little like, and then they'll see a thumbnail and they'll see a little title and they'll go, Pokemon Horizons, I watched that.
Yeah.
I'll listen to people talk about that.
What grandmother?
Yes,
watch this with me.
Grandmother, quickly, come.
Grandmama.
Come to the... Okay. Thank you to Keith for our artwork. That's twitch.tv/Keith Squared. Shouts out to Professor Ticklebits for the website and the...
Boilerplate.
Twitch.tv/Prof_Ticklebits. Please recommend podcasts, like we said, to every single person and send questions to looklistencast@gmail.com. It's time to say goodbye. Taylor, say goodbye just once, actually. Just goodbye once.
Yeah. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Okay. Goodbye and goodbye.
Howdy, y'all. It's me, Geese Peep. Thank you for listening to the Geese Peep Productions podcast.
Geese Peep Enterprises, doing business as Peep Industries, together with its subsidiaries, is a diversified worldwide entertainment company with operations in media networks, talent management, parks and resorts, multimedia entertainment, and consumer products and interactive media. Geese Peep Enterprises is a Dow 30 company.